Hey, just anyone out there listening, I just want to say hello and pass on blessings to you. If you're trying to change yourself, man, just mad props, because it is hard to change out here. It is hard to reprogram your mind. If you give yourself an inch, you'll take a mile. If you give other people an inch, they'll take a mile from you. It's just life. Life can have a lot of setbacks. We like to, we're always trying to move forward. And I don't know about you, but, I have high expectations for myself. Have I lived up to them? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But do I like where I'm at? Yes, absolutely. I do like where I am, because I've just kind of realized a lot of little things about myself. I have just an incredible amount of awareness, probably too much awareness about kind of my mind and how my mind works, and where I'm at in life, and all that stuff, and it might be even too much, because sometimes it's hard for me to even just relax without feeling that guilt, because man, my body and mind want to relax, but then afterwards it's like, well, why didn't I do this? Why didn't I read, instead? Why didn't I write instead? Instead I'm just kind of watching a movie and kind of passing out and zoning. I'm not like pushing myself. I don't have that urgency. I think that's kind of what I'm missing right now, is just that urgency, to really just take that next step in self development. I'm showing up for myself and making these videos, which I'm really proud of. And so I do see a lot of just development and personal development these last couple months since I've started this journey and posting online. And I'm proud of myself in that, because I hate to live by regret. I don't want to live in regret at the end of the day. I live with enough regret of my past, and you got to move on. You almost got to kill that part of yourself. That's old you. It's like that's your old self. This is a whole new life. This is a whole new beginning. Up until now, kind of mentality where hey, you can't even really classify that as you. Because then you're identifying with it. You have to almost like create this alter ego for yourself, not only for your past but for your future self too, and just try to visualize it. I do believe in the power of visualization. I do believe in the power of prayer, and I'm really trying to just harness those two things right now, because I feel like like I said, I've made a lot of progress, but sometimes you just make those two steps forward and you take one step back, kind of thing. And I just kind of want to get in stride. It's kind of that saying where I say this a lot. It's like, I know the recipe. It's time to cook. It's time to cook, and I don't feel like I'm really cooking at the level that I can. But I'm getting there, and I want to give myself grace too. Because life should be fun. Life, it shouldn't just be all work. At the end of the day, you have to have some fulfillment in it, and I know there's fulfillment in working towards your future self. And I just haven't really put enough into that, because I think a lot of us, just the way that we're programmed at an early age, with just addiction and the amount of entertainment and video games and food and drugs, just all those different things that are just kind of in our society built to hack your mind, hack your attention. And it just kind of warps a lot of us. It just takes a whole, just like a high level of discernment to be able to see through all that and cultivate a life that really aligns with your highest self. And that's the journey that I'm on. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what I want to inspire others to do, because I don't know what else to do with this life sometimes. I just go this 9 to 5 grind, and I'm just like, man, this is not fulfilling. This is not for me, and I just want to do something, I guess, that helps people. And I don't feel like working for these capitalistic companies sometimes really benefits society. It benefits you and being able to survive, but does it benefit society? I don't know. I guess it depends on the company you work for. But anyways, this is kind of just my Saturday thoughts. Love to hear your thoughts, and I just want to pass on some blessings and love to you. Hope everyone has a beautiful and great weekend, and I'll leave it at that. Peace out.